Welcome to FootballGameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our NFL Week 3 preview between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. Now let's take a look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with the Cardinals.
There's a lot to like about the Arizona Cardinals, and you can make a legitimate case that they should be sitting at 2-0 right now. When you look at quarterback Carson Palmer, and while he's light years better than what they've had in previous years, he still has to make better decisions with the football. Now, defensively, they pressure well up front as well as in the secondary, but it hasn't resulted in turnovers, whether it be sacks or even interceptions. It has, however, allowed them to excel on third downs. They're going to need that third down defense once again this week versus a very potent offensive attack in New Orleans. Now let's move over to New Orleans in this ball game, and the Saints eked out a victory last week, but Sean Payton's stubbornness to the running game nearly resulted in a loss. It doesn't matter who's back there in the backfield, you have to stay committed enough so they can find a groove. And the offensive line will have to communicate better this week versus the Arizona Cardinals, who are creative in their pressure packages. Now defensively, they're doing a great job, but the depth this week on that roster will be tested, as the Cardinals are very similar to the New Orleans Saints in the way they can spread the field and create mismatches with formations. Now let's go inside the lab to take a look at some X's and O's in this matchup.
If I'm Carson Palmer and the Arizona Cardinals, I'm going to pay close attention to the Saints alignment pre-snap. So far this season, the Saints defense has created different looks up front. Sometimes they show a straight 3-4, sometimes they go to a bare front, and most of the times they go into a 3-3-5, and that's how they're able to get pressure. So if I'm the Cardinals and I'm in my spread set and I see 3-3-5, I'm going to make a shift call to the I formation, and I'm going to run the counter power play to help get Rashard Mendenhall to the outside. We're going to show you what this is. Your classic 3-3-5 alignment, 3 down linemen, 3 backers stacked behind those 3 defensive linemen, and your 2 outside rushers, contain guys, strong safety closer to the line of scrimmage. And this is your 3-3-5 look. It's effective versus the run, but also gives you 5 guys in underneath coverage. And so this is what I'm talking about. The Cardinals in their spread set, they see this alignment, they have to make a shift call to an I formation and run the power. So you bring this guy back in motion, put him as the fullback. So however you have, whether it be a big wide receiver or an extra tight end you flexed out, bring this guy in motion, line him up in the backfield, because we're going to have him lead block here on this backer, get this backer block. We're going to have the tight end block down on the 5 technique. We're going to have a fold block here by the tackle. He's going to fold under to get this backer block. We're going to have play side guard take a hard step to protect the B gap, work himself up to block this middle backer. Base block here, base block here. And we're going to pull the guard around and lead the running back upfield. Wide, because we also have the receiver coming in motion and hopefully kicking out this strong safety as he charges upfield. Counter play, counter step, reverse out, hand the ball off. So you see how we've created an ideal situation for the Arizona Cardinals, shifting from a spread set to the I formation to take full advantage of the 3-3-5 and get everybody blocked, bringing the backside guard around to lead the way for the running back on the counter, and having the receiver kick out the strong safety, full block here. So if I'm the Cardinals, pay close attention, watch what the Saints do defensively as far as alignment is concerned, and check yourself into a better play. In order for the Saints to have success defensively versus the Arizona Cardinals, they're going to have to get off the field on third downs. And I'm going to show you a blitz out of the 3-3-5 look that they like to show, where they can force Carson Palmer into a quick decision and hopefully get off the field. Now, we have your base 3-3-5 setup. We have every receiver is covered by a defensive back, and that's one strength of having this look right here. You also have the strength of having a free safety deep backfield, and you will get 6 guys to rush the quarterback, which is also a strength of this defensive set. And the weakness is that when we're going to show you the blitz, if this guy swings out this way or this way, it's going to put the strong side backer as well as the defensive end in the bind, because these are your contained blitzers, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So what we're going to do, we're going to have the defensive end crash inside, attack the B gap. We're going to bring the strong side backer on the outside. Nose tackle is attacking the weak side A gap. We're going to have the linebacker in the middle attack the strong side A gap. We're going to have the defensive end go outside. We're going to bring the weak side outside linebacker cross and face of the tackle. So you see where every gap is accounted for, and you're getting pressure. Now this is going to force the quarterback to get rid of the football quickly, which is why we have the cornerbacks aligned on the inside shoulder to have the sideline as their friend. nickelback and the strong safety's job is to hold their own, and hopefully they can rally up and make a tackle. You have the free safety deep ready to get over top of either the strong safety or the nickelback. So that's how you can protect yourself. But like I said, if the back swings either way, these guys are going to have to not blitz and follow the back. So that's how Arizona can effectively eliminate one rusher getting after Carson Palmer. But it's effective versus a team that loves to use single back protection, a team that loves play action passes, and also that utilizes a 5 or 7 step drop. So if the Saints can get pressure on Palmer with 6 guys forcing him to get rid of the football quickly, then they can trust their defensive backs to make a one-on-one tackle and get off the field.
Now here are some coaching points for both teams in this ball game. For the Cardinals, you want to stick with the running game against the New Orleans Saints. You want to develop that balance, give them that much more to worry about, and it also allows your play action pass game to work effectively throughout the course of the game. And you want to work those tight ends in the passing game very early. I believe that's a matchup you can exploit throughout the course of the game, and you want to keep 2 safeties deep in the secondary. You never want to give Drew Brees a single high safety because he will take full advantage of that opportunity. And for the Saints, in certain situations, you want to go big in the passing game. That's utilizing both Marcus Colson, Ben Watson, Jimmy Graham, as well as Nick Toon on the field at the same time. It helps you out in the running game and also gives you matchup opportunities in the passing game. And these new cornerbacks that's going to have to step up and make plays. That's guys like Corey White and the rookie Rod Sweeting out of Georgia Tech. They're going to have to be ready to go versus this Cardinals passing game. And you also have to win the special teams battle. I really like what I see as far as the return game is concerned for Arizona. The Saints can't allow these guys to flip field position or bring one back to the house. The X factor for the Cardinals will be Tyrann Mathieu. Here's a guy that you can move all around your defense at the line of scrimmage, the second level, in the secondary. Find the optimal matchup and take full advantage. He's a guy that can blitz off the edge. You can match him up on any one of the Saints wide receivers. The X factor for the Saints will be their offensive line. They need a bounce back game because last week Drew Brees took some hellacious shots, and it wasn't the sacks that was concerning. It was the hits that he was taking while in the pocket. So that offensive line definitely has to do a better job this week. Otherwise, the Cardinals will have a field day feasting on Drew Brees. I like the Saints in this ball game. It is not because of their offense. I think their defense will step up once again and be the reason why they win this ball game. They face 2 offenses of different styles, a passing game in the Falcons, which resembles the Arizona Cardinals attack, and also a pounded on the ground type of running attack, and they both came out very well. So I like the Saints defense to be the reason why they win this one versus the Arizona Cardinals. And I also want to give a huge shout out to the Cardinal fan forums and the Saint fan forums for always showing football game plan support.